Bless them, Manchester United are trying to do the right thing, but a decade of transfer window mismanagement has made it quite difficult. When you're renowned for being the clowns, you can't be too surprised when you get handed a joke. Which is exactly what the chase for Mason Mount is descending into. Chelsea must know all too well their demands are too high. They are hanging on for £65 million for a player going into the final year of his contract, while simultaneously selling another midfielder in the same situation for £40 million less. Mateo Kovacic is older, granted, and Mount's price is naturally inflated as an English player, but Chelsea themselves signed Season 3 Lions veteran Raheem Sterling for £47 million just a year ago, when he too had 12 months left on his deal. A deal totaling £55 million is more than reasonable for a player who is near guaranteed to walk away for nothing next year and, though very talented and could shine at United, has struggled amid the chaos at Stamford Bridge over the last 18 months. Yet, they have turned it down. Why? Because of how dumb United have acted in the window in recent years by repeatedly paying well over the odds for players nowhere near worth it. Harry Maguire, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Fred. The wasted millions are staggering, and any club would be stupid to not chance their arm and see how much they can take United for. It's to United's credit that they seem to have finally learned their lesson. The third offer remains on the table, but after growing frustrated with negotiations, alternatives are now being considered. Mount is Ten Hag's top target, and it's easy to see why, but the manager appreciates the bind United are in. The issue is, now United have finally done the right thing and begun to walk away from a deal that would cost too much. It may prove even more expensive. One possible option is Brighton star Moises Caicedo, already familiar to the club, as they walked away from a deal to sign him in 2021 after growing uncomfortable with the messy nature of the deal. The Ecuadorian has flourished in the Premier League and grown to be one of its most dynamic and classy operators in a defensive role, but would cost even more than Mount at a staggering £80 million. Caicedo is only 21 and could be tied down until 2028, so it's a very different situation, but that's a steep price for a player with less big game experience. Then there's Adrien Rabiot, another player United came close to signing. A £15 million fee was agreed with Juventus last summer, but the deal broke down over the Frenchman's personal demands. However, his wages would be a lot easier to swallow if there was no transfer fee involved, which initially looked as though it could be the case this year. Rabiot's deal was set to expire this summer, and it looked almost certain he would depart Turin before he instead signed a new contract on Tuesday. So that's another possible target scratched off the list, along with Jude Bellingham, Frenkie de Jong and Alexis Mac Allister. United's options are dwindling with each passing week. There is plenty of time in the window yet, but the longer the saga rumbles on, the more desperate the club will become. With their weak bargaining position clear, Chelsea will have little motive to lower their asking price for Mount, and might actually grow in confidence that their demands will be met. United's chase for Mount or any midfielder has just gotten even more difficult. The club has made enough missteps in the windows over the years to get lost in the woods forever, and now they're truly paying the price.
Now in this righteous world I have to suffer. All around me I have a handle on how future.